Welcome, guys. We're already at episode 6, and what a wonderful weekend it has been for the South Africans. We are the Junior World Cup champions for the under
Well done.
20s. Let's just give kudos to those guys. And DDP won on Sunday morning. Yes, beautiful. And then, as always, the Springboks not standing back. Peter Flippy, how was your weekend that you survived the golf tour?
Yeah. I think we just survived it. I lost track of the rugby here and there. So it was nice to catch some highlights on Sunday morning. But no, it was a great weekend for me and Post Flippy. We both picked up some accolades. So very happy from my side. Flippy?
Did you shoot under 100, Flippy?
I believe it was 100 plus 17. So yeah, it wasn't a great golf day, first day for me anyway, but the second day went a little bit better. Me and my mate Cougar shot I think it was a 80. So pretty decent
Beautiful.
score from us. We unfortunately didn't come close to the champions sitting there across from me. Congratulations, Peter. You and Rinus had a wonder. I unfortunately for the weekend took the shipwreck title, or as I was later called Flipwreck. Because my score was not up to par. It was horrible off the deck. I think I got 2 fairway finders. The rest were I don't think went past the ladies' tees. So it didn't go well for me.
A lot of free drinks.
So many drinks.
No, it sounds like you guys had fun and survived it.
Should probably congratulate old Varys for, as one of our international captains as well. I mean, no big deal. He also won the title in the end of the day.
Yeah, I chose the correct pairing to win the cup on the golf tour, and luckily Peter and Rinus pulled it through, showing some real grit and determination. So
much like
very happy on that one as well. Just like the Bokke. Yeah, that you guys have time to watch the Bokke game. Myself sat here at home. We had a beautiful braai, and I watched most of the games. But what did you think of the Bokke games, if you guys did watch?
I think we watched like the first half and quickly saw it's going to be a dusting. So we switched over to the under 20s. And from there was kind of a blur between all the drinks. So I can't really remember much, but 43-0 for the, South Africa against Wales. So another great showing. I think we were actually quite bad, really, but even to not concede one single try, it's amazing for another full rotation squad. What can we be mad about? So even with the small errors, it was Wales. Wales are still struggling with their rugby at the moment. I do believe if we face New Zealand, France, or Ireland, even, they'll punish us on our little mistakes, but we'll keep working on it. I just think the rotations is what's causing all these mistakes a little bit, but hopefully in the next game we'll sort those out.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant, to be honest. I think the forwards especially from even reading the reviews afterwards, they seem to have been really good. Especially great to see Ruben van Heerden have a go. But I think just from this whole international breaks takeaway is just how incredibly good Paul de Villiers is. We knew he was good, but my word, has he taken to Test rugby?
You're
very,
man of
very,
the
very
match.
Yeah, and I think it bodes really well for the future post Siya Kolisi.
You think 43-0. I was very impressed. For once, we kept the score low, kept Wales to not even a single point. So that's a big plus point for this game. We didn't make a lot of errors. The score could have been easily 60, 65 to 70, but I, with my pick, didn't take into account the the dew factor in Durban, the ball gets quite slippery. And as soon as, you've got 4 phases, you saw the knock-ons coming, even from people you don't expect, like Peter Steph. But yeah, I mean, Vusi Moyo making his debut, he was solid. He, he just has a calmness about him. He had a few good kicks at goal. He did what he needed to do. Jaco Williams, other debutant, scoring a try. The Visa brothers, they were just massive in this game. As soon as I saw Jasper Visa's first try, just
Yeah.
barging through the Wells defense, I knew it's going to be one of those days. Never stressing if we're going to win. And our scrum, we yet again, there was one on the Welsh, of the Welsh line. We
Try that.
completely
Oh
scrummed
yeah,
them off their ball so that they had to
yeah,
dot it
completely
down
destroyed them.
behind their own.
Mm.
So you can nitpick on the handling errors and stuff, but I think all in all, Rossi will be happy. I mean, making 10 changes yet again in the 3 matches, using I think about 46 players is it's just something that other teams aren't capable of doing at the moment. If they want to keep winning games. But in the 3 games, who impressed you the most out of the new ones, or the new players or the youngsters? What did you guys think who put up
I
their
think for
hand?
me, I thought Carlos Sadi was just unbelievable. So was Gerard Steenekamp up front again. I find it so incredible how easily these two can be our starting props at the next World Cup. We forget about
Yeah,
the 4 others we've used this far. It's quite something else. It really is something else. But then I also think Kobus Reinach deserves a immense shout out for his
Mm,
performance. I mean, just incredible. And for a man who's outlasted Faf, has aged like a fine wine on the rugby field, just
mm.
really, really cementing his spot as either the starting or backup scrum off at the World Cup.
yeah. For me, if you're talking about just the debutants, young players coming, there wasn't really one that stood out. It's just they fitted into that team like they were meant to be there. Jacob Williams, if I'm correct.
Williams, yeah.
Jaco.
Yeah, he took on the wing side like he was playing like Colby or Arendse, like he was meant to be there. Musi Moyo slotting into 10 position like he was meant to be there. All the Oaks, every position, every debutant, I think they just brought their side to show they really they are meant to be there. So I think some of the players that missed out on the last few games, they're going to be looking around their
Mm.
shoulders. There's people to replace them, so they should be open bucket.
Yeah, Peter Steph in his post-match interviews kept talking about the system that they currently have in place. There's so much people when you talk about the under 20s that gets to train with the Boks, or a lot of the under 20s, a lot of big alignment camps at the moment. I think is as good as it ever was. I don't think there's been a period in the Springbok history where we've been this dominant. We're currently on the 11-game win streak. So everything looks good. And my favorite player is Paul de Villiers, that's been unearthed this season for the Boks. I was hoping to see a bit more of Cameron Hanekom, and I'm sure we'll see a bit more of him. But I mean, Paul de Villiers, he's been immense work rate. I think has been the highest amongst players, even rivaling the Peter Steph and the other high work rate players. So I think it's a beautiful setup we've got going. And our next game is in August against Argentina. I read that Ricey will send the squad there, and then he keep a lot of the guys to play. I think the week after against the New Zealand or the All Blacks for the first test of the greatest rivalry. And
Mm.
so that's going to be, I believe, our big test. If we can get through that, it will be a good year. But what do you guys think? Are you guys suspecting a 4-0 win against New Zealand, or you're thinking maybe New Zealand getting one, because New Zealand had a good performance this weekend against Ireland, winning 40 points to 21.
Are you talking about across the tour?
Yeah, the greatest rivalry tour.
I think I'd have to. I think we'll lose one. And I think
Mm.
it'll be 3-1. Flippy?
Yeah, I also believe we won't keep our winning streak. I think New Zealand's will show us a battle there. I do believe we're going to win most of them, but I think they'll take one game. But speaking on the Nations League that's
Mm.
going on now, it almost feels like Rassie has been preparing the team for this greatest rivalry and not even worrying about the Nations League at the moment. He's just like switching players round, round, round. So I think this Nation
Mm.
Leagues was just actually like the preseason for this greatest rivalry matchup that's going to happen later this year. So yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's obviously also holding back some players. I think we'll see Eben slot right back in. Same with Sia, but definitely mixing the young talent or the debutants with experienced players. So that's one thing people criticize is will we be ready with a squad that has continuity, that has played together, a starting 15 for the All Blacks. And with Rassie making about 10 changes each game, it's difficult to know if they're going to be ready. But he's played the combinations. The center pairing has been playing together. The two front rowers, the locks, back row. So yeah, I believe we will be ready. But I think Rassie is gonna. I just have a sneaky feeling, even in the New Zealand test, he's gonna change 10 players. I just have
Mm,
that feeling and
Yeah.
see how far he can push that before he actually loses a game.
mm. I can't agree with you more. So I think it will be. It would worry me a bit if we didn't lose a game because I'd really like to lose a game around this at this period of the year.
Yeah.
Just like we get out from the World Cup, just bring everyone back to earth again. I think if you just
Mm.
keep winning, I mean, it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to lose a game, but I do think it just keeps you just a bit grounded. And I mean, we had it in Ireland. What was it? Ireland last year or the year before. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be very exciting. I like the look of Dave Rennie's All Blacks already.
Yeah.
But yeah, curious to see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the New Zealand Ireland game. New Zealand won that, as I said, 40 points to 21. Ireland definitely, yeah, looking like they're on their way down. Um, yeah, they did make a lot of errors, and New Zealand just, yeah, playing that old school All Black rugby, ball in hand, a lot of rucks, a lot of passes, and yeah, actually just winning quite comfortably at the end. And yeah, New Zealand. I see Dave Rennie is already putting his fingerprints all over this team. The players are ready for the grunt work. Um, so I'm happy that New Zealand's at on the way up. It just makes the tour that more exciting. But for Ireland, yeah, it's back to the drawing board for them. I'm not sure. Uh, yeah, they made a lot of errors. The set piece is not working. The scrum is not where it needs to be. So, yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, on New Zealand's form and Ireland, there are worrying signs for Ireland.
Yeah, I think I should be worried as well. I mean, because not only I don't know, I don't think they've done such a good job of replacing the key players. So I think they're having a bit of trouble with that, and maybe we're just seeing the difference as well. Of we even watched Ireland under 20s; they were okay, but there's no direct line up there anymore. In any case, I wasn't particularly convinced by anything they were doing. But yeah, it is slightly worrying, especially with teams like England and Australia on the up. It's a slightly worrying time for Ireland.
Yeah, I also think Ireland's performance still in a downward trend at the moment, but I'm more worried about the upward trend of New Zealand's games going forward now because they're
Yes.
getting back to their strongest form in a while now. So, yeah, we'll see what happens in the greatest rivalry later this year, but it's troubling times for Ireland, New Zealand, a little bit worried
Mm,
there. So don't want them at the best
yeah.
because they can beat any team in the world at their best at the moment when they're at the best. So yeah,
Yeah. And also Ireland. I'm not sure if you guys read the news about them not having to travel as much. They, yeah, I'm not sure how it's possible that they played their first game against Australia, and then their second game they also played in Australia against Japan, and then their third game they just flew over to New Zealand, whereas England had to fly to South Africa, then back to Europe, and then to Argentina.
You know.
So yeah, with the headquarters of World Rugby in Dublin, I'm not sure if there's a bit of sneaky arrangements going on there with the yeah, nice schedule these guys have. I mean, it's not fair that Japan have to play their home game in Australia. Yeah, it takes away at what the Nations Championship needs to be. We've got one home game, one away game, but I guess we'll see. Hopefully they can sort that out for next year. It is the first year of the tournament, so yeah, I hope they get to sort it out. Uh,
Mhm.
but yeah, Australia also bouncing back against Italy, convincing 57-10 win. Must say I didn't expect that one. Yeah, they seem to be on the way back. I'm not sure if you guys watched any of it or yeah.
No, I don't. I unfortunately don't have an eye on that games. A little bit
Mm,
busy over the weekends. But yeah, I
yeah.
think Australia needed this win. Unfortunately for Italy, they had to take the hits for that. But it's good to see Australia getting back to what they used to be, like a great rugby nation. They have what, 2 World Cups on their name, and they've been
Mm,
struggling for the last few years. So it's good to see them bounce back. Italy still need to go back to the drawing boards, sort some things out. But yeah, their rugby still looking pretty decent. Happy with that. And yeah,
mm,
I've been a bit worried about Italy, to be honest. I mean, credit to Australia, they finally they finally won as well, so that was great. But slightly worried for with what I saw from Italy. I don't know, maybe I was just expecting a bit too much. But yeah, they were so good, and we spoke about it before. They were so good in November. Just seems like a
mm,
bit drop off for me. And then maybe I don't know if you can really just be so much worse just because you're playing away from home.
yeah,
So it's maybe slightly worrying, but I'm hoping they can still rock up to be a proper team at the next World Cup for sure.
yeah. Italy did do well against the Boks, or pretty decent last year when they toured here, and also like you said in Europe. But I'm just not sure how well a lot of these European tours, teams tour to the Southern Hemisphere. They tend to find it tough. So let's hope Italy bounces back. They've got phenomenal players. They have a good scrum. Um, yeah, so hoping for them they can turn it around. I mean, Fiji showing some toughness again. They yeah lost against Scotland in Edinburgh 33-17, and yeah, Scotland getting another win, and Fiji yeah not winning as of losing as far as we thought they might lose.
yeah, I kept an eye on this game, Fiji Scotland. Fiji was leading for a while there in that game. Scotland didn't show up a little bit. Not sure what happened there, but Fiji were looking good,
Mm,
and for some reason just couldn't hold out and lost it there at the end. Scotland coming through strong. I expected a little bit more from Scotland. If they play the way they played against us, they should have walked over Fiji. But maybe Fiji just came with a better mentality for that game and just showed them we can also play. So yeah, but Scotland at the end, yeah, did their job. So
yeah.
They've had a very good season, Scotland so far. I mean, it's quite well worrying for the other nations. I'm really excited to see them at the World Cup.
Mm,
Uh, yeah, I mean, obviously better from Fiji, but yeah, they seem to be having a tough time, much like the rest.
yeah, Scotland, I think definitely at next year's World Cup might knock over someone in the playoffs. So yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye on them. They are looking good with Finn Russell running the ship. yeah, Argentina England was the big game this weekend. Yeah, at the end of the game, it was quite a circus, to be honest. I think in that game there were 7 yellow cards. Uh, yeah, at the end, England was leading 31-24, and Argentina went over in the corner and scored. And then there was a whole TMO thing where the player, well, I thought it was a high tackle that should result in a penalty try. The TMO saw it saw it in a other way, and they didn't award a try. But at the end, it looked like a soccer match where the Argentinas are just going off on Angus Gardner. Not something we like to see in rugby. I think even when Angus Gardner walked off, there was a cup or something thrown at him. So yeah, there's not they're not respecting the ref, and that's definitely not something we want in the game. I'm not sure how you guys feel. The ref, obviously, that's what separates rugby from football or other sport. Is just respect for the ref, and it should be like that.
Yeah, it wasn't a great weekend for Argentinian sports. I unfortunately didn't really watch the game, but I did see the aftermath of it. Unfortunately, it was. Yeah, it wasn't a great showing from the Argentines. I didn't expect it from them, especially the rugby team, going off like that on the ref. I know emotions might be high. They're on a losing streak at the moment, and they wanted to get a win out of this. But yeah, that's no way to actually. It's what can the ref do if he can't overturn the VAR? As the VAR, the team always tells him it's not a penalty try, it's not a red card, or it is a red card.
Yeah,
What can you do?
is what it is.
He's just a man on the field. They should add a little bit more respect. But yeah, emotions flaring. Yeah, I think it was. I think they would probably regret it the next day. Thinking about it, they are sportsmen. They do have the sportsmanship to actually not do that. But in the heat of the moment, just losing a little bit there.
Yeah, I think it's really disappointing for Argentina. And at the end of a very disappointing season, my word. So yeah, a pity to see. Especially, I thought they might finally pull it back, but just coming up short. And yeah, I mean, the events that transpired are quite unacceptable.
So it's not good enough. So I saw they wore the blue. Apparently, that's a reference to the hand of God game in the
Wow.
soccer. That was the same
Wow.
blue. So it looks like the English and the Argentinians they're really starting a fiery rivalry at the
Yeah.
moment. Yeah,
No.
post-match, Felipe Conteponi, he walked out of the press conference because England was celebrating too hard. So the whole thing was just a circus from start to finish. But England, looks like to be very happy getting the win there, and kudos to them. They went out, got the win after some difficult traveling. So yeah, they getting one back. And that was just a wrap about the weekend's rugby. Boks on top of the log for the Southern Hemisphere, and France the top of the Northern Hemisphere. Only the Boks and All Blacks are unbeaten. So yeah, it takes a break now till November, and then we head off to the greatest rivalry tour and some other matches against Argentina, and I think one against Australia. So it would be even interesting to see the second leg where we do go to Europe. I think we'll do good. I think we'll see more rotations from Rassi. And do you guys watch any of the under-20 World Cup? That was a nice win for the guys.
Didn't watch too much of it, to be honest. But yeah, just very chuffed for the boys to go back to back on this. I think it's just quite incredible. It weirdly doesn't even seem like such a big surprise, just because we know we've been seeing so much more of these players over the last 5 years. I mean, they're not unknown quantities anymore because they'll be called up for the book alignment camp, or they're playing. It's quite incredible. how quickly you can make that leap now from the two. It's quite incredible, but it also makes, I think, the investment in it so much bigger because you get to see your next Springbok captain running around there, you know. So yeah, just amazing
Exactly.
and really, really chuffed for them. Is this the under 20s?
This is the under 20 log, the Superbru log.
Tough what for you,
Kudos to
Flippy?
Christy.
Mm.
Let's see, Flippy and on.
Oh, wooden
wow.
spoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he pick against the box or something? I don't even know you could do that badly.
No, I picked the box all the way, but yeah, it was quite a tough one to call. A lot of these
Yeah, very
games,
tough.
you no idea who's winning. But I mean, some of these guys doing pretty well. Christo
Yeah,
winning, yeah,
tough.
plus and D with another medal. This guy just seems to get medals in
Yeah, we need
every
to watch our
tournament.
backs. They might have
Yeah,
to take
unfortunately,
Yeah,
Peter,
a
you're losing the purple crown there at the end.
this one will be
Ew, not keeping a
taken
purple
away.
crown.
Yeah,
Mm.
look, it hurts a little bit. This is what happens when you're growing a association. You just have to up your rank, up the level.
Yeah. And then the World Cup, we can quickly have a look here at the leaderboard.
Yeah, it's
I
not
think,
great either.
yeah, it
Keeping each
went
other
well.
company at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mid-table, respectable, but nobody catching up to Mr. T with 119 points out of 112.
Goodness
It's
me.
quite, he did or she did quite well.
I would just like to mention a nice little yellow cap there. I see a yellow cap
like a
long
Flippy.
next to someone. And kudos to Barry with the least amounts of ball knowledge, ending up in a better position than the two people that actually watch football. So
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah, I'll take that any day.
yeah. I'm not bad. I'm just disappointed. You know.
What did you guys think of the final? I'm actually quite happy that Spain won it.
Fine.
In the end, it didn't look like Argentina had any shots on goal. So Spain
Yeah.
actually having a very dominant tournament. I think they conceded one goal in the whole tournament.
They've just been incredible. I think just how they seem to suffocate teams. It should be bloody studied because what they did to France, I thought was even more impressive than the Argentinians. But I mean, against Argentina, they just smothered them so much. I mean, they allowed Messi to get the ball in the right channel, but besides that, it was just something else. It really, really was something else. Shutting down an aggressive Argentinian team in a final and
Yeah.
someone as good as Lionel, it really takes some doing. So yeah, just really lovely to see, and congratulations, Spain.
yeah, I went with Spain with this one at the end. I felt they deserved it a little bit more. I think with Argentina being the previous World Cup winners, let the other team have it. And kudos to Spain. They showed up and showed Argentina what they were made of. I think Argentina didn't have a shot on goal or even at the targets for the first 90 minutes. And that was the first time in World Cup history, I believe. So that was a shocker from their side. I think they should look back a little bit on that. And yeah, Enzo Fernandez getting the red card at the dead of the game with 2 yellow cards. I think it gave Spain the chance to actually go full on attack mode and just get that one goal they needed, with Torres scoring there at the end. And yeah, done and dusted.
Moments these players will never forget. I mean, scoring in a World Cup final, it's special.
Yeah, and speaking of discipline problems with the rugby, now moving to the football side of it, even there was some discipline problems from the Argentinian side,
Yes, they were
attacking some of the
physical.
Spain. Yeah, they're very physical, turning into a rugby game there for a while. So yeah, it's not a good look for the Argentinian sports industry at the moment. In one weekend, both teams throwing their discipline out the window. So yeah, it wasn't nice to see.
A passion only goes so far. Can't start elbowing and shouldering people, thinking it's a rugby game or something. Just looking at the nations championship of Chichi, still at the hell.
Literally.
The cheating.
Kruger, actually, with the yellow cap.
Well
So
done.
I'm on 37, yeah.
Yeah, a
Peter
dead
on
last day.
23, and Flippy on
Yo,
17. Now
guys.
I'm
Yeah.
almost dead last.
I feel like I have an excuse. I'm
Oh, I am
famously quite
lost.
bad at the rugby predictions, but I don't know about you two.
No, wait.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm worse in the prediction than you most of the time. So but yeah, still 17th is not something to brag about. But I'll take the lead there between you guys. So
No, it's not going well. At least we're only halfway, or about halfway.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of times
Room for
for a
improvement.
late charge here. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, I don't think the people below me even pick anymore. So I'm stone last year. But I'll sure I'll make my way. I'll make my way back here. Yeah, another tournament that rounded off this weekend is the Open Championship. Someone from New Zealand winning it, but Flippy's going to tell us a bit more about what happened in the Open Championship this weekend.
yeah, I'll try my best. Golf is not my forte, but I like to watch it, like to play it now and then. So yeah, the Open Championship was played in the Birkdale Golf Club in England. I've been a while there since they last played there. And Ryan Fox from New Zealand claiming in the winning position with his first title in his career, I believe. With Cameron Young and Sam
Wow.
Burns closely behind him. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm a little bit mad at Sam Burns. I picked him for my fantasy team, and he just bombed it the first day. And then, of course, because of that, I didn't pick him the next day, and he just rocketed to the top again. So yeah, it wasn't a
What's your
great tournament
excuse?
for me.
What's your excuse on the third? Flippy?
No excuses. The first round is the most important in this Superbru League. If you're not top after the first round, you're probably not going to make it. Like
Are you
Peter
saying
showed
if you
us
ain't
here.
first, you last?
Yeah, Peter, I think you took the top position in round 1, 2, 3,
Like
and
a
4, and
Peter,
kept
huh?
it. Yeah,
With the
kept it
gold
through the
medal.
whole game, taking the gold medal there. Basically, from the start, you got the gold medal. I don't think many of us
Yeah, I
actually
think I was.
gave it a shot
I
there.
was
What was the
telling.
money pick, Peter?
I was telling the boys on the weekend before we made our picks that I was flattered by a celeb lookalike of Tommy Fleetwood. So I thought I'd channel my boy Tommy this weekend, and I picked him throughout the weekend in my band one. And he carried me to victory. Not only in this, but he also carried me to victory on our own golf tour. So I'm a very, very happy man after this weekend. And Tommy, I might just never go for anyone else again. You know, he really was a absolute
Yeah.
champ. Just
So
consistent,
you're also
slick.
backing the old General Adam Scott
Yeah,
from Australia. Not
of course.
not bad, yeah. No, I think there's one more major left in this year. But yeah, these are quite tricky to pick. I don't know how you guys do it. It's just because I don't watch too much. Yeah, other than the majors, it's difficult to gauge who's on film. But Bryce DeChambeau did get me some points. I'm not sure what happened in the end, but mid-table,
So someone
I'll
else must
take
have
that.
minus some off there for you, Maris.
Mm,
To be fair,
yeah,
I did
Flippy.
have a mini comeback there. I started with a horrible first round point system there with, I think I got like a -7. And then slowly but surely brought it back. I think around round 3, I actually overtook value there, and then the final round, I just bombed it again with a -1. So yeah,
I
golf.
mean, we have played it a few times where the winner ends on -7. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
a zero and -1, just for everyone else's context who's not played this. This is quite normal. I don't know how the hell I got 17 points. I'll be honest with you, but
Yeah.
normally it's about the winners at like maybe between 5 and -5 points, somewhere in that average.
especially
Yeah,
when it's
this
the
is
US Open, the
yeah,
minuses they get real.
Mm.
they get real. Yeah,
It's
so yeah, Look, I'm just happy to take a medal. It's been a while. It's been a while, and I've got some work to do there. So now I'm confident about this.
Yeah,
Get ready, boys.
yeah. Yeah, we should probably inform the viewers of the sneaky one trip. Flippy tried to pull one round or one time when he didn't pick anyone, hoping that he will get the 0 points. Flippy, what happened
Yeah,
that time?
Just explain
yeah.
to the viewers over there.
This after our first fantasy game, I think I did pretty much terrible the first time, and also got a large minus points. So my idea was, if I don't pick any players for the first one, I'll get 0 points and start on actually a
Even
plus,
Paul.
because usually you get minus points really quickly in this game. Unfortunately for me, how the system works is if you don't pick, the game will pick for you, and they don't pick the average. I think I got the last positions in all 4 bands. So
Mm.
I ended up
Archie.
on like a minus, what was it, 37 with the all-time record, I think. But yeah, I won't use that strategy again. I learned my lesson, so never again.
Mm. No, I remember that day. And then another one ongoing, the Tour de France, Peter. Tell us what's happening there.
Yeah, today was a big day. Our final time trial. We've officially got just about a week left of racing now, actually, but less than a week left of racing now. Um, I was chuffed on one side of it for Remco Evenepoel finally winning. So I every year select a
Mm.
team based on who on my favorite riders, and Remco and Borhans Grohe are the team I've picked. So I'm doing actually very well in that league on my Superbru. But yeah, no. So he won the time trial today, beat off Tadej Pogacar, which we all know takes some doing.
Mm.
What I thought was so fascinating to say overall, there's no real big change to it except Vingegaard being out and then also losing Florian Lipowitz. So 2 top 10 GC riders are out now,
Mm.
which is quite sad. But then an amazing thing, they were talking to Remco afterwards, and they asked him, "What's it? Do you still think you can win it?" And he was like, "No, no one thinks they can win it anymore. We're
Mm.
competing against the greatest cyclist of all time. He's going, I mean, he's going for his 5th Tour de France. So it
Yeah, and
is,
he's still young.
yeah, he's 27. So it's
Mm.
unheard of. It really is something else. But I see Flippy made up a bit of ground, 2 points on me there over this weekend.
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
Was Flippy copying your picks this weekend, or what's happening here?
I think he must have been sitting next to me on the couch when I was making my
No, 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 no,
picks.
no, 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 no. I believe Baba for what was the? Well, I'm gonna butcher his name now. Pugas, Puga, Pugaka.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think and Penderson. I think either
Pedersen. That's
Pedersen.
Pedersen.
Yeah, I think I stick with those 2 basically. So I haven't changed much from them, but I think the band 2 and 3 picks, I usually pick different. I'll try to win some points there because I'm now 8 points behind. So I'm trying to catch up there, get my gold there for not watching one single episode of the Tour de France,
That
and
is.
have
I want to
no
tell you
ball
something.
knowledge.
I want to tell you something funny. Flippy told me today,
Yeah.
and for our regular super brewers, they'll know what this is about. I'm starting to think that me and Flippy are either dreaming super brew or just think about it way too much. Because we had a conversation about who do you normally pick for Tour de France and who do you pick? And he
Mm.
went to me, and this will take some really hard explaining to anyone who's not watching this. He said, "So with this guy, I pick Pogacar, and with this and this guy, I just decide."
Yeah, that's the best
Yeah.
way for
No,
me to explain it. So I have no idea how to explain it otherwise, other than Superbru at the moment. So yeah.
Close to picking Evenepoel today, but then I was just obviously scared of losing any points because someone picks Tadej. And also last year on the tour,
Mm.
Tadej Pogacar in the time trial was unbelievable. He broke record times, so it's You were I didn't want to risk it, you know.
I
So,
see
but
sneaky
nice.
Evanderpool.
Oh wow,
Yeah, didn't
Albert
go
going
well.
it's only 0.5 points actually. That's pretty good. Pedersen. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so no real points made at all.
Gained or
Flippy.
lost.
Me and Flippy. Yeah, same. Okay. So pretty
Yeah, you
standard
see the
one.
guys going with Evanderpool actually know they're cycling as well. Not
Absolutely. Yeah.
picking
Albert
Pogacar in the
Albert has
first
been
band.
Albert has been picking some good ones. He was just out of. He's just simply not in first place because in the first I think 4 days he kept picking Vingegaard. But I mean,
Mm,
yeah, that'll
yeah.
cost you.
What,
Yeah.
what do you guys make of Vindegaard's out of the tournament? And he crashed. Was it on yesterday or the day before? And that morning he was woken up at 2 o'clock. I mean, these drivers or these cyclists, they have it's a tough time with these cycling day after day. Only I think getting the 1 or 2 rest days. And then in the middle of this, he gets woken up. You need that sleep, and then he needs to do a drug test. I'm not sure if it did affect his capabilities or his reaction time, but yeah, quite sad to see him leave the tour. He's always want to watch on the tour. Do you think it's right waking the guys up at 2 o'clock, or not sure how these things work? But it's super strange time. I think Pogacar was woken up at 5 that morning, also doing a drug test. But I'm happy they get tested. But it's
Yeah,
just the
look, they're
time.
obviously just trying to avoid what happened before. Someone
Mm,
crooking the system. So yeah, I do think it is the right thing to do, but it's I'm sure it would have played a factor in these elite. Yeah, these are elite sportsmen.
mm,
But what are you supposed to do? You can't be
yeah,
dragging. So I don't know. I think it's a bit of a push that's the reason he fell. But I don't know. Then you can't not do doping tests, especially not in this sport as we've seen over the years.
yeah. Did you guys watch the Lance Armstrong documentary?
Mm.
How did they do it back in the day? I'm quite curious.
I don't know. It is quite something else. But I think the amount of excuses people come up with for why they're taking these drugs.
Mm,
But I think we're seeing it now after that whole shenanigan or whatever. You see it so much stricter in all sports. I mean, look at this now with Trevor Labakanye. I mean, yeah, what do we have Jianchi back in the day as well? It's become
yeah,
super strict. It has to be. I mean, no one wants someone to play who's using performance enhancing drugs.
yeah. But I think in Asenati's case, yeah, it might have been, the doctor also subscribed these stuff to him. But obviously, as the player, you are responsible for what goes in your body. Um, but yeah, I'm happy that the play, everybody does get tested. Um, yeah, it's just, it's just the right way to go about it. That you don't, get what happened, like you said in the Tour de France back in the day. Uh, so yeah, no, especially in the cycling. I mean, it's I think one of the most grueling sports out there. The Tour de France to go day in day out, pushing yourself to the limit. So yeah, I'm quite uh, curious to see what happens. But I think it's almost done now. I think Pogacar, if he
Yeah,
doesn't
Sunday.
fall or something, he'll take this tour yet again. And you said it's his fourth or fifth
Yeah,
title.
this will be his fifth one.
Crazy, crazy. Yeah, yeah. And then sad news. Sir Garfield Sobers, he passed away. Yeah, so for those who don't know, he's a cricketer for the West Indies in the, was it 1950s or 60s? Um, he was like the original all-rounder. He was the only one that can rival Jock Cullis's record, just to give you an indication of how good he was. I'll give you guys a glimpse into his test record. Uh, so playing 93 tests and
Average
high
is
score of
insane.
365, average of 57. I mean, these
That
numbers
is
are
insane.
crazy. Just as a batsman alone, it's almost,
Even the
the
longevity of
highest.
playing 93 tests in the 50s or 60s where they're playing half the games.
Yeah,
It is just
exactly.
incredible.
Yeah. And then also as a bowler, taking 235 wickets at an average of 34. These are these are quite phenomenal figures. And yeah, I mean, the only person that can rival these stats is the great Jacques Kallis of South Africa. But yeah, there's just a phenomenal cricket in those days. I mean, the Windies, they were a different beast. Um, and yeah, sad to see one of the legends passing away. And yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if we'll see these all rounders don't seem to come quite often. It's once in a generation. I mean, they had Garfield Sobers or Gary Sobers, and then we had Cullis, but nobody else has been up quite to that level. But when you compare them to these players, it's not even close.
No, exactly. I think it just shows how incredibly special they were. It's and when a team has one of them, you seem to win everything because the weight it takes off both batsmen and bowlers is just
Mm,
incredible. But it also just I think the whole Ben Stokes era. I know it's obviously tough now. Incredible player, but he does pale in comparison to these two for sure.
mm,
Um, that's taking nothing away from him or any of any other all rounder that's lived, but just phenomenal, really phenomenal. Will be missed.
yeah. Flippy, who's your favorite all rounder apart from Jacques Cullis?
Damn it.
All Ben Stokes.
um, you have to think back now at the moment. I don't think I have an all round that I can think of now. But
I
if I
think you
had to
can
go
though.
with
I think you can though.
an all rounder, was Pollock an all rounder?
Yeah.
Well
Yay.
done.
Okay,
Well
Pollock. Let's go, Pollock.
done.
Like a Flippy.
I didn't think you would. I didn't think you would get that.
Mm,
I had him in my mind, but I only remember him bowling. I can't remember him batting that well. But yeah, I'm glad.
Batting
Yeah,
number
but
7.
yeah, he's one of the people I remember playing. Him, AB de Villiers,
mm.
Boucher. So I have a few
The,
names in my pockets, but yeah. So
no,
yeah,
the golden era.
but yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking today, uh, yeah, just about everybody's talking about the Rugby World Cup next year and with the Boks and just the season, but it's also next year it's the Cricket World Cup as well. And I was just thinking how strange, yeah, the sport cricket is with the different formats and with the Boks you get a whole season of 13 games of Test rugby, but yeah, with the cricket, it's so difficult because you don't only play one format anymore. And how do you prepare a squad? And we don't even know in what shape the Proteas are at the moment. I've actually no
Yeah.
idea. They haven't played. I think the next series, I think they have one against Australia and then England.
Yeah.
But do you guys have any idea or yeah, feel about what's going to happen in the next World Cup? Obviously, India always strong, Australia always a World Cup side, but the last few World Cups, the Proteas has been there and about.
I think it's quite strange just because exactly what you mentioned, but I've no idea about the strength of the Proteas for the ODs. The ODIs. I
Mm,
like it. I honestly have absolutely no idea because I think we also not quite sure what team is going to be picked. I
mm,
think it alternates so much um, across whichever format they're playing in. But I honestly,
yeah,
have absolutely no idea. We're playing England in what 2 months, I think, maybe two and I think in September, and couldn't tell you the state of what we're ready for that. I mean, with the tests, obviously, you'd say we're in good position, or if it was T20s, you'd say okay, we look okay.
mm,
But no idea
no,
about the ODs, to be honest. I think it's also such a complicated format. Um, yeah,
mm,
we'll have to see how how the boys do, and if Markram or Timber will take us.
yeah. I think Markham will be the white ball coach. Yeah, England looking on form. They won the T20 series against India, and then also winning the ODI series 2-1. India's ODI squad still has Rohit and Kohli. I think they stretching them out for that final World Cup. And then yeah, New Zealand also winning the series in the West Indies. So there are teams that I see do play some series in preparation. I mean, it's also a year out or so, so I'll be interesting to see how ODI form is, and yeah, hopefully we can do something to just follow the lead of the ladies. They've actually been quite good the last couple of years. Yeah, further on, uh, yeah, we had the Curry Cup. We can quickly look at the log of the
No, that
Superbru.
went badly for me. Not your luck.
Yeah, I actually watched a lot of the games, and it's the first round of the tournament. A lot of teams making a lot of errors, and yeah, not as much. I was expecting the Griquas to win the VP of the Stormers now. But yeah, Sharks winning against the Pumas. One I didn't expect. Stormers winning again or losing against the Griquas. Also one I didn't pick. Cheetahs winning against the Lions, and then Boland winning the Bulls.
Yeah.
Boland Park already proving it's going to be a fortress again this year. But what I'm most excited for, I think, with the Under 20 World Cup concluding, is to see these youngsters,
Yeah, absolutely.
coming through in the Curry Cup. That's where we'll get to see the next gen definitely just standing out.
We've definitely got some work for boys.
Yeah, I think most of the Curry Cup, the team surprised me a little bit because you would expect like most of the better players for like the Sharks, the Stormers, the Lions, and so on would be out with the Springboks at the moment, and so they wouldn't have or that's good of a squad at the moment, but they actually came through a little bit. Like I think I picked against the Stormers was first time in my life, unfortunately, and I suffered for it. So
Wow.
with the Griquas taking that with a 6 point difference, and then the Sharks also beating the Pumas. I don't know, I thought the Pumas would be a little bit better there, but
Yeah.
Me too.
it's difficult to pick these ones if they're going to play like this. But even with the log at the moment, I think we are 2 points. Yeah, you guys are 2 points from the top of the log there in the Superbru log,
Yeah.
and I'm just 0.5 behind you guys. So it's still open game for everyone.
Just it shows how good the pool is. I mean, 18% of the community or the whole Super Group picked the Boerland. And I mean, in our group, I think more than half, just
Majority,
over
yeah.
half
Yeah.
picked. So it's quite challenging winning these pools. I mean, these Oaks know their rugby. And yeah, like you said, Flippy, these bigger unions, the Bulls, Sharks, Lions, and the Stormers, for them, I think the Curry Cup is just getting some game time into the youngsters. I mean, the seniors, they play too much rugby already, or they do have a very big schedule. So I don't think they play a lot of the URC guys in these teams. And then obviously the smaller unions, Boerland, Pumas, Cheetahs, and Griquas, they play the strongest team available. So especially in the south, I do tend to pick the smaller unions. Historically, they've started well, and but it does look, some of the Sharks definitely surprised me. Looks like some of
Technically
them,
the same.
they've got some youngsters coming through. Just shows. I think when the big union starts well, it's going to be the youngsters that win them these games, or one or two experienced hands. I think Faf de Klerk also played this weekend for the Cheetahs. He's back.
Like a Fafi.
Yeah, so good to see him back. Honestly, just brilliant. On his from his point of view, I'm glad that they won, but I'm obviously a Lions supporter, so very disappointed about that. But hopefully they can bounce back this weekend. I'm excited to sit down and watch quite a bit of it. Tons of rugby this week.
I was always a big fan of the Cheetahs. It was quite sad seeing their like fall from grace over the years. Not getting into the Super Rugby anymore. I think weren't they in the URC also for a while, or some European league for a bit there, and they got kicked from that as well. So yeah, it's good to see the Cheetahs back again. They were one of my favorite teams growing up. So second only to the Stormers and the Bear, of course. But yeah, it's good to see their rugby picking up again. They got, well, like Valley said, the Faf is playing for them. So they have some big names playing for them, and hopefully they can make a success of this Currie Cup season.
Yeah, yeah, the Cheetahs has been dealt a tough hand. I think they were in the top 14, or they called it the Pro 12 or something, the Pro 14, when the bigger unions were still in the Super Rugby. The Cheetahs actually played in the now URC, and when our
Yeah.
teams decided we're moving, they kicked out the Cheetahs again.
Nice.
So they've been dealt a dirty hand. But I hope for them as well. They always play some attractive style rugby, but I think it's back to basics at the
Can they
start.
qualified for the URC or not?
No, they can't. That's they need to qualify for the Currie Cup each year. So
Yeah.
for them,
Wow.
this year they almost didn't qualify for the Currie Cup. I think it took the last game, missed
final,
penalty
yeah.
or something for them just to qualify. So yeah, Frans Steyn at the helm there. So we'll see what he cooks up this season. So yeah, just yeah, I think it's going to be a great tournament, especially when the under-20s join in for the fun.
I was just thinking why I liked watching the Cheetahs, and I just remembered the reason. There's this Afrikaans singer, you guys know him very well because I usually play his songs at every Joel we have.
Robbie.
Robbie Wessels. Shout out to him. He has a song called the Cheetah Song. If you guys can remember that song, I think that's the reason I started liking the Cheetahs rugby at that moment because I'm a huge fan of him. So yeah.
Die Cheetahs eet nie van die vloer af nie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Staan terug.
Yeah. One of the other tournaments we've got going is the F1. So yeah,
like a
very
value.
tight actually at the top. Yeah, Kimi Antonelli winning again this weekend. So a lot of time to catch up. I think we're almost half in the season break. Flippy, solid.
Yeah,
Peter, solid.
I'm close behind you. I'm getting there. I think 5 points. I think I can make them back.
Who's your favorite Flippy?
Yeah, it's I like Antonelli. I think I watched him the previous F1 season. But I'm a huge Verstappen fan. Or I wouldn't say huge. I barely watch any F1. So yeah, it's one of those pools. I just get lucky and yeah, hope for the best at the moment. But yeah, I'm starting to get to learn the riders. What do you call them? The F1
Drivers.
Drivers.
The riders. It's not horses. It's F1 cars.
So yeah, I'm getting to
imagine the pit stops then. Changing the shoes.
So yeah, I'm starting to learn the drivers a little bit better, but yeah, that's the fun part about Superbru. You actually started getting invested into more and more sports. So yeah, hopefully by the next season I can actually give you a few stats, but highly unlikely.
Peter, what team do you support? Are you
with the F1
Ferrari man?
Yeah, I like McLaren, but yeah, I think Kimi Antonelli has just been brilliant. I'm a soft fan of Ferrari as well, with Leclerc and what's his name, Hamilton. But yeah, I struggle with picking it. The minute Kimi lost, I was like, okay, cool. Now Hamilton will keep winning, and then he didn't. But he seems to be striking up Williams a bit more now, which is making it a bit more interesting. at least. But yeah, Kimi Antonelli, what a guy. And let's hope he keeps holding on for the next one. It's just more fun than the same guy winning every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's and also if it's also too late in the season where anyone can still win. But yeah, I myself like the Mercedes guys, so rooting for Gimme to win. Yeah, the last thing is Dricus' win. He did quite well. I'm not sure how if you guys do watch any UFC, but Kamaru Usman, one of the best welterweights ever. He moved up upper class to middleweight, and then yeah, Dricus too big, too strong, too calculated in his approach, and yeah, in 5 rounds, just actually dominated. Yeah, took apart Kamaru Usman. So I hope he'll get another title shot. Did lose the belt to Kamzat a while back, and then Strickland took it from Kamzat. So we'll see what happens there. But just a shout out for the boys flying the SA flag aisle to Dricus in the UFC. But yeah, the tickets there are also crazy. I once looked, but it's also like 2,000 buckaroos for
Oof.
dollars
Oh,
for one.
wow.
So
Ouchie.
yeah, because the stadiums aren't as big, so you can only sell so many tickets. And I mean, when it's pay-per-view night, it's yeah, when McGregor or somebody's fighting, you need to pay an arm and a leg to watch those. So I'll keep watching them on the TV.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's even difficult
Yeah.
to watch on TV with the time they're fighting sometimes. I think people sometimes wake up at 3 o'clock to watch these fights. I've tried and failed multiple times before. So yeah, I need my sleep, unfortunately.
No. Okay, guys. This weekend coming up, we just gonna have some Curry Cup and F1 and the Tour de France. Yeah, closing up. So
um,
yeah.
there's a forgotten pool here.
Ooh,
We still we rarely
which
discussed,
one?
but I think it's called the MotoGP.
If we, yeah, we
Peter's
can have a
favorite
look at
sport
that,
at the
Snippy, for
moment.
you.
So
Am I doing badly? I actually can't even remember.
I have no idea how that
MotoGP.
log is looking. I think last
Yo,
time
I
I
am.
saw I was like second place maybe there. I'm losing my first
Did
place
I do
position
did
to
I do badly?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
don't worry, Peter. I'm doing worse. But I mean, the points, the points is actually not that far. The split. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a slugfest there for the top 3 podium positions. Liverpool, me, and Japlus, Peter's best friend there. We're fighting it
Yeah.
out there for the medals.
Yes.
And Peter is slugging it out in the mid-table there.
I'm in mid-table a frightening amount of time on tonight's podcast. Goodness gracious. Gonna have to pull up my socks here.
No. Otherwise, we're gonna have to deal out some punishments. But I think in one of the episodes we can discuss some punishments.
Yeah.
That should be dealt out.
Let's get tipping.
The
Talk
tipping,
about
yeah.
tipping again. Ugh, guys, it's for the love of the game, you know.
uh,
All right, gents, have a good one, and we'll catch up again next week. Cheers,
Lekker
guys.
boys.
cheers.
Bye.